What's going on, YouTube? King Blazer 42 here today, bringing you a deck profile on a Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile on some random deck that I've built for casual street duels or whatever with people in the neighborhood. So one thing this deck is good at is spitting out high-level monsters, or shitting out monsters in general, I should say. And it is also tournament legal. A little fun fact for that. And I'm going to be updating this deck regularly once I find new combos. So every time I decide to get one real update, a real update on it, I will be uploading it. And then I've also got cards right here that I'm going to be tinkering with to try and find the best possible strategies for it. But without any further ado, let's get to the profile. Oh, and also, some of the cards in here as well. I built this deck randomly just to test this one out. But anyway, let's get started. First off, we have the one-ofs. We've got Blast Sphere and the Light Hex Sealed Fusion. You guys know me, I love my fusion shit. Next, we've got... Oh, wait a minute, 1 second. We've got a couple more one-ofs. We also have Card D, just for a little bit of draw power. And King of the Swamp. Again, you guys know I love my fusion monsters. Next, the two ofs, I've got two Gillosaurus. Like I said, shitting out monsters is fun. Excuse me. Next got three one-ups that were in the back. I didn't really have this completely organized. But I've also got X-Head Cannon. Y Dragon Head and Z Metal Tank. Rounding off the low levels, if you guys haven't watched any of my other deck videos, you guys know that I always have archetype related stuff for Blue Eyes. So Whitestone of Whitestone of Legend. Alright. Next we got the high levels. Three Cyber Dragons. 3 copies of the Tricky. 3 copies of Kaiser Sea Snake. There's reasons for this. And 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon, obviously. Because you guys who have seen all my other videos know my decks very, very well. Alright, give me 1 second to organize my spell cards. And then I'll finish off with the monsters. Next, I also got 1 copy of Lycanthrope, only because I absolutely love this ritual monster. It was one of my first ritual monsters that I've ever acquired, so it holds a special place in my heart. Next, I've got a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. That's just fun shitting that out every now and then. And finally, to round them off, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. I don't remember seeing him banned, so that's why he's in here. Next, for the one-of spell cards, we have Hand Destruction, Card Destruction, Monster Reborn, Foolish Burial, and Synthesis Spell. Next, for the two ofs, I have 2 Monster Gates, only because I don't remember what it's at on the ban list. If it's at 1, please let me know in the comments. And for the 3 ofs and spells, rounding off the deck entirely. 3 Poly and 3 Trade-In. Like I said, I'm going to be tinkering with this deck a lot. Alright, that's the deck. On to the extra deck. I only have one Link monster because, as you guys probably saw, I have a lot of cards that can bring out this one Link monster easily on my first turn. Decode Talker. For the remainder of my deck, some of it is... my extra deck is not completed, but I have most of the pieces I need. I've got a Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. I've got a Full Armor Photon Dragon somewhere. And I've got a Cyber Dragon Nova for the Xyz monsters. Next, for the fusion monsters, I've got Chimera Tech Over Dragon. I actually need to take that out. XYZ Dragon Cannon. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. One of the better cards in the meta currently. Cyber Twin Dragon, because it's easy to bring out. Cyber End Dragon. Not as easy to bring out, but still fun every now and then. And last but not least, you guys knew it was coming. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. From Duels Pack Kaiba. Alright. Just so you guys know now, I do kind of play this deck in Master Rule 5 format. So I don't always use Decode Talker. Then again, I just threw it in. Plus, I never really use my extra deck anyways, but... Give me 1 second to shuffle my deck. And then I'll do a little bit of... show you a couple bit of practice rounds. Sorry for the quiet. Give me 1 second. And I'm sure a lot of you more competitive players are going to think this deck is garbage, but hey, I'm using what I've got access to. Here's my opening hand. Yeah, that's kind of typical for this deck. Alright, with this particular hand, you'd start off by discarding the white... Alright, let's just say you go first. You would discard Whitestone of Legend for the tricky. Whitestone of Legend's effect would trigger, snagging you a Blue Eyes. Then, in most cases... in pretty much every scenario, depending on what you'd opened, you would be using trade-in to discard the Blue Eyes and refresh your hand a little more. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to discard that Blue Eyes and draw 2 new cards. Alright. Okay, this wasn't the best opening hand. However, I would personally play Hand Destruction, causing your opponent to get rid of cards as well. And then you draw these. Then you would set the Blast Sphere and pass. Alright, and then you would draw that. Yes, in some cases you would regret getting rid of trade-in, but hey, once you draw into... Alright, yeah, like I said, this deck isn't the most competitive right now. It's best for, like, extreme casual to old school players. honestly, in GOAT format, this deck could work really well. Being able to spam some of the really good monsters. Being able to spam, like, interesting monsters when the game was nowhere near as fast. I think this might actually be my GOAT format deck. Now I'll show you a going second play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, perfect. Alright, and 6. Ooh. What you would first do... Actually, this would be more of a going first hand. What you would first do is activate the trade-in, dropping Kaiser Sea Snake and drawing 2 cards. Alright. Then you would activate Hand Destruction, discarding these 2 and drawing these 2. Next, you would special summon both of the Gillosaurus, and if your opponent has monsters in the graveyard, depending on what you're playing against, they would get monsters back. However, you would have a card destruction in hand, forcing your opponent to discard everything as well as yourself, but you guys draw the same number of cards. So in this case, you would draw 2. But since you also discarded a White Stone of Legend, you're not losing out on anything. You're not losing out on anything either because you would have a Blue Eyes White Dragon in hand. Although you're more than likely going to want to place the Gillosaurus in defense mode. And you've already cut through a quarter of your deck. And then, depending on how you want it, if you wanted to play more offensively, particularly if this was GOAT format, you would tribute both of these for Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon, then use his effect to bring out Blue Eyes. And then you would attack, if you felt like it, and then end your turn. Your opponent would do whatever, then you would draw. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. If you made it up to this point, please consider dropping a like on the video and subscribing. I'm not making the like goal because reasons for right now. Oh, and I just want to say that a lot more videos will be coming out now that I'm going to have the time to do them. Alright? As of this video being uploaded, that is. Alright, so everyone, please have an amazing day. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Remember to wash your hands. And have a good night. And have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, or late night, depending on what time you're watching this. Peace out.